maybe.
Oh
There
my
we go.
god. There he is.
Oh my gosh, Sigaris.
No way.
Yeah, it looks perfect. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that
amazing.
looks perfect. Yeah, that's like exactly what we had
Thanks.
last time. Okay, well,
Alrighty.
All right. Do you want
We'll
to
we'll
have us
why are
start
start.
you
it?
watching Better Call Saul at Jams?
Listen, Ben James has the
All right.
priorities straight.
We'll start at
Okay.
the at 4 after. So that's in 20 seconds.
All right,
Okay.
20 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
10.
Make sure Nara knows just in case, because I don't know how well they understand English. I just want to make sure that I don't get screwed out or anything.
And go. We are a go. We are live.
Alrighty.
All right.
I don't know how much you were watching of the warm up for everybody, but Ben James was clipping his fingernails and shaving his arm,
Oh,
so
that's interesting. Astro
they're
and
barely unorthodox.
Nira, I don't know how to say their name. Already going for UN. Pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Shinboy doing his weakest first is US. Ben
Yeah.
Jams with North and Central America, which is an interesting strategy. Brute forcing
Might
El
just be
Salvador.
Might just be trying to get a 7 early on.
Yeah, that's good. Because
I mean,
Astro
that's
will probably be getting a 6, unless his rest catches up with him.
well, I think North and Central America is the only category he's tied with Shinboy for his PB.
Yeah.
So, but obviously we don't know anything about Nara's PBs because they mostly run 100%.
And hover click.
Best two categories.
Actually, I mean, hover click does require a lot of mouse accuracy.
Yeah. I was big on the no borders pin hard. Those are fun too.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fun and pretty infuriating. But
I was sad to see that Leslie beat my 193
oh dang,
record.
Leslie is pretty cracked.
Yeah, I mean if anybody was gonna beat it, you know.
Looks like Nira is already getting pretty deep in a UN run.
Yeah.
152 in, probably about a little over halfway. So looking on for between a 330 and a 4, maybe. Not sure. 39 for Shinboy.
Did you see the decimal?
I did not see the decimals. Oh. 38.9, alright.
38.9.
Alright. 3. And placement. Okay. So yeah, Astro and Nira is already getting pretty deep. Nira nearly finished. Still got quite a while to go. Misclicks could happen, but
Astro's had quite a few restarts. I didn't see if he got any mistakes or just decided to try to go faster.
Shinboy already on to Africa after that 38 US or 39 US.
Yeah.
Looks like Nira about to finish this up. Benjam's still on North and Central America with the brute force.
Yeah. What do you typically brute force for?
I
North and Central.
typically 43. Did not see it. 43-4. All right.
43
For
4.
Shinboy on Asia or Africa. So Shinboy's on to Asia now. Near the last final few countries here. Not gonna get a sub 4, but very close. Probably like a 407, 8.
right.
Oh, actually, it's still Belize there. I didn't see that. Oh, and Bahamas. Mozambique, as I like to call it.
That's a 4:17.9, I
Yeah,
think.
17-9. That is pretty solid time for the first UN run there.
For just playing it safe, yeah.
4:17.
Oh wait, I think Benjamin just got a 7.4 on with Essential.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. 7-4.
Right.
Alright. What is Benjam's moving on to?
Caribbean,
Yeah,
the worst map.
Caribbean. Alright. So looks like Benjam's starting off with all the brute force stuff.
Yeah.
Shimboy got a pretty solid Asia run going here. After finishing up this UN run, pretty solid time. So
Yeah.
far. Looks like it's going to be pretty good CPS there. Looks like Nira is going to be on to Nira selecting. Looks like Europe maybe.
Europe. Yeah.
3:38.1. Looks like, yeah.
All right.
That is a very
Oh.
good time.
37-4 Asia for
Alright.
Shinboy.
37-4 Asia. You can get that. So, Shinboy and Nira both on to Europe now.
Yeah.
Looks like Nira's doing pretty well. For especially for a hoverclick player.
Yeah. I wonder if they're getting anywhere close to Sinsky.
Yeah. Maybe sub 30. 36. Man, that looks so much faster. 36.
I didn't see
I did not see
decimal. Astro's onto U.S. states, looks like.
Alrighty. 34-7 for Shinboy.
It's 36-4 for
Alright. Asia. Or not. What was it? 34-7? Kind of
34-7, yeah.
Yeah, looks like, I think.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, Astro is probably trying to get a solid US run in here. Shinboy's still going for Europe and Nira.
That's not happy with the 35.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. Looks like Shinboy and Nira have Europe runs going deep here.
Yeah.
As Ben Jams adjusts his camera, of course. That's
33.
32-5.
Wow.
That's
pretty good.
That's pretty impressive. 32-5 for
Yeah.
Shinboy. 32-5. Extends his lead over Nira. Looks like Ben Jams is still doing Caribbean. Brute forcing St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Solid.
A lot of good options to brute force for
Yeah,
Caribbean.
definitely. I think personally the best two are St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines because they're the closest together. Oh, 6.8 for Shinboy on
Pretty good.
on Caribbean.
Pretty good.
Yes, very.
Oh, what did Astro get on US?
Ask 30. What's that? 33.8.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I believe that's a 33.8. I'll adjust it. 33.8. So that pushes Shinboy down to second. That's Nira back onto States for the first time. Shinboy onto Oceania. Unfortunately, misclicking Pennsylvania there, or New Jersey, misclicking
Indifference.
on New Jersey for, I don't know, whatever. He clicked on Pennsylvania instead of New Jersey. New Jersey, they're probably one of the harder. I mean, New England is obviously all super hard to flick to in US. 6-6, not 100% there for Shinboy on Oceania. But yeah, I wonder how many of these runners are going to utilize the slightly larger hitboxes in the ocean.
Ooh, that's a 6.4? Oceania?
6.4 and a 39.8. I'll do the US.
All right.
39.8 for Nira.
If I'm not mistaken, Shinboy got a PB of 6 seconds today, so
Nice. Oh yeah, actually he did.
oh, what's the time for Europe? For Astro.
Looks like a 30.5.
That's
Very cracked.
yeah.
Going up to first place.
Shinboy
I'm
onto
going to
North and
update
Central.
these scores. Properties. Last to the last has. Looks like the points aren't adding up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like Astro has 9. He's leading on all 3 categories that he's done, I believe. Which is Europe, States, and UN.
That makes sense because he's got the strongest PB in
Yes,
I think every category.
He has a top 3 time in most full game categories. And it looks like he's Nira finishing up 39.5 this time, so a little bit faster. Astra's on to Asia now.
And Benjamin's moved on to South America. I don't know if he reported a time for Caribbean.
I believe, I'm not sure actually. I did not see one. I will check in the Discord. Doesn't look like he did.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, struggling there in Caribbean. 34.2 for Astra there on Asia.
34.2. I think that beats every other player's PB, so
Yeah, 34.2 is pretty dang good. There's such a gap on Asia between like the top few runners and then the good runners and then everyone else.
it's got one of the largest variances in
Yeah,
country size as well, so
definitely. Armenia and Lebanon and Bhutan all very difficult to hit. Bhutan's a little easier because it's in the center.
yeah.
But yeah, those Norwegian guys already super cracked. Hit Asia pair of 27s, with Astro being third at 31, Turk and I at 33, and then Markello Bidex at 36 for in sixth.
How old is that time from?
That is over a year old. It's February 2nd, 2021. So a year and a half old. I'm gonna update these.
Shinboy informed us that he really is North and Central America. I mean, I think it's still better than Caribbean, but
Shinboy has 15 points. Astro up to 12 points. Or actually, I'll just Shinboy 15. Second is Astro with 12. Those who are set to be qualified so far, if everything pans out the way it is already. Benjam's still on, it's like a 33-7 maybe? Which
I think that looks
slightly
right.
better. Benjam's with 3 points so far.
say 49-2 for
49-2.
Africa.
Alrighty.
Africa from Nira. Were you looking at the spreadsheet a lot while you were playing in the first round, or just?
I was quite a bit, especially in the middle, kind of when I had finished all the quizzes and then I was trying to go back and see what I had to improve on. I think that's what's most useful, seeing what you have to improve on.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was looking where I could actually gain points.
Yeah,
There's plenty of times like,
definitely.
yeah. At the beginning, though, you're mostly just trying to establish sometimes. But
Yeah, definitely. So Nira still in Africa. Benjams and Shinboy working on South America. Astro moving on to Africa as well.
Astro's starting out with all the longer categories.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the same thing I did. I pretty much went in the kind of like the order of the ones on speedrun.com. Excluding, I went like states, like Europe, Asia, Africa, UN, and then Oceania, North and Central, South America, Caribbean. I kind of wanted to save because I had literally just woken up, so I wanted to save the brute force ones for when I was warmed up.
Yeah. Well, Shinboy, the first one to finish South America.
Indeed,
Yeah,
it's
6'8".
38. Didn't see those decimals. But a 38 for Astro.
38-1.
38-1.
That's cracked.
Yeah.
I think I'm third place for Africa with like a 40. So
Yeah, yeah, Africa is like not even funny. Dude, it's like Leslie 32, Astro 36, you with a 40. What looks to be a random dude with another 40, and then we've got me with a 41, a lot of people with a 42, which is 10 seconds off of 100.
okay.
7-4 for Benjams in South America.
Nice.
Very solid. Only 6/10 behind Shinboy. Moving on to 50 states now, which I'm pretty sure he's a lot better at. Nira finishing up in Asia run here, gonna be 40. Ooh, struggling with Singapore, but 44.9 on Asia there.
Right.
So Astro on to South America, Shinboy on to US, as well as Benjams. Nira, not sure, probably submitting right now.
Guess we're choosing not to brute force anything in South America.
Oh, that is interesting. Very interesting strategy.
Still getting a. Oh. Not good enough.
Not quite. 35-3.
US
for
states.
Shinboy.
Okay.
So that doesn't improve his position, but definitely improves his time. We'll see what Benjams gets here. 7, not good enough for Astro.
Just grinding for the
New
6,
US
yeah.
PB for Shinboy. That is a 43 for Nira. 43-3 on Asia.
Right.
So Shinboy is still the only one to complete a Caribbean run. And also the same for Oceania.
Ooh, Shinboy just
and
got a
Benjams.
6 second for South America,
Ooh.
6.2.
6-2. Is that a 6-2? No, that's a 6-7 because it's a 7-second.
No, for
Oh,
Shinboy it's a 6.
oh, it's a Shin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at Astros. So
Mm.
Astros got a 6-7.
Okay.
6-7, and that will be good enough for second. I'll update the points here. Shinboy still leading with 20.
Now moving on to Caribbean, which will be his last map.
It will, yes.
Right?
Oh,
Or-
would it? For Shinboy.
They already finished all of them.
Shinboy is finished. Oh, not. He hasn't done UN.
UN. Oh, okay.
But yeah, that would be. Yeah. That would be second to last. Although he has actually already done a Caribbean run. So, looking to improve his time. Caribbean probably the most luck dependent, in my opinion.
He's now on the
Shinboy-
Wikipedia page for
Yeah.
Slovakia.
Yeah,
Okay.
what the fuck? Interesting. Oh, he probably clicked on one of the country names or something at the top, because that's
Yeah.
why. But so Shinboy with 20, Astra up to 17 points here. Nira still with 6, and Benjam's up to 3.
So
like
that's a
36, 35
points.
six.
Alright.
Benjams, you can get that. So that is good enough for third. Very tight with Shinboy. But
Yeah.
I bet Shinboy is glad that he did that second run. Means Benjam's up to 4 points. And Nira down to 5. So very close between them two. Looking like Nira is struggling with Oceania right now. Oh, it looks like a 8.7 for Nira.
Right.
Doesn't look like he's happy with that. I will enter it anyways. Just in case Benjam's Astro decides to do it. I have to say a 7-2 for Astro, which I believe, yeah, a little bit off his PB.
Well, South America is currently the only category he's completed and not in first place in.
That
so.
is true. That is true. He has not run Oceania, Caribbean, or North and Central though.
Yeah. He probably feels pretty solid with his other times, such as
Definitely, yeah.
grind out the brute forces.
So looks like Nira on to North and Central America.
Yeah.
9.0 there. A little bit off his PB. Oh, alright. Benjam's cleaning his mouse, looks like. Interesting strategy there. Being employed by Benjams.
I mean, it's good to have a clean workplace.
That's true. Maybe he's not using the mouse pad. 9-1 there. Still a bit off his PB. Shinboy's still working on Africa. Probably looking to get a little closer to Astro and build himself a buffer if Benjams runs. Benjam's back onto US. I believe US is the only category that all 4 runners have run. It is. And Shinboy and Benjams are especially close there. Only 3/10 apart. Looks like Astra is brute forcing French Guiana.
That's my go-to.
Yeah, French Guiana and Chile are probably the 2 best.
Yeah.
Maybe Uruguay, but probably one of those 2, just because they're the hardest to hit just in general.
Yeah.
Especially as
Chile's also good for.
Especially as fast as you need to go in South America, because you need lightning quick.
Yeah.
And if you need to slow down to get Chile, then that's going to ruin your entire momentum.
It's 8-9 Oceania.
Looks
For
like for
Nira.
It's 2 points there. Looks like Shinboy finishing up a Africa run with a 42-2. Which is
Alright.
pretty good. That's another second improvement. That looks like a 6-5 and an 8-8. 6-5 for Astro and South America and 8-8 for Nira.
Yeah.
So I will update the scores here. Shinboy still at 20 points. Astro decreased into 17 there.
Right.
Benjam still with 4, but Nira up to 6. Or up to 8.
Oh no.
Astro's still not happy with that 6-5, trying to get down to the Shinboy 6-2.
Trying to win every category.
Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so Shinboy back to Caribbean. That is another 8-8 for
Nira.
Yep. Benjam's still in US states, trying to get that extra 3/10 he needs for second place. That's an 8.
I mean, Benjamin's is only played. Alright. I mean, Benjamin's has only played 2 categories.
Yeah, US and North and Central looks like. Oh, and South America.
And South America too.
So 3. Working on U.S. states again. We are about 1 minute away from 1/3 of the way through the tournament, or through round 2. So Nero working on Caribbean, not happy with the 10. 7.0 for Shinboy on North and Central. This looks like Astro still on.
And boy, finally
Leading a run
playing.
there. 5-7. That's big for Astro.
Can finally move on to
first place. Decreasing Shinboy's lead to 1 point.
That's with Astro not playing 3 of the categories. So
9-8 for Nero. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and Shinboy's finally doing a UN member states run.
Okay. Nero and 9-8 Caribbean. So that's 2 more points for them. Nero into the double digits. Still haven't ran a few categories. That being South America. Actually, just South America. It'll be interesting to see. That is a. I can see the decimals there. Shinboy starting another UN run.
Be interesting to see if Ben James does the Sinsky percent and just plays their preferred category.
Yeah. Yeah, Sinsky percent, of course. Sinsky was just on the grind for 2060. Didn't quite get there. 9-1.
9-1, alright.
7/10 improvement for Nira there.
Alright, finally on to South America.
Alrighty. Looks like he's brute forcing Chile. My preferred. Losing that 50-50 there at the end on Paraguay and Bolivia, unfortunately. Would have been a pretty solid time. And 8-1 as their first time.
It's hard to say if any of these are PBs for Nira because we don't know what their PBs are.
Yeah,
but
that is true.
it's 7-8.
Quickly
All right.
moving. Only 4/10 off Ben Jams. Looking like Ben Jam's still on 50 states. Astro's still on North and Central America. Leaving a couple of 50-50s there at the end, I think.
Ooh, Benjamin's finally on to Oceania.
Yes. One of the few categories he has not played yet. Losing the 50-50, unfortunately. Reinforcing Vanuatu. Interesting. Looks like...
Typically, you either go New Zealand or like Samoa.
Yeah, New Zealand, Samoa or Nauru, yeah. Probably, most of the time, I've seen Samoa and Nauru. New Zealand's a good one too, but for me, I prefer not. Like, I can still keep up my momentum with the flick down.
Yeah.
Personal preference, though, of course.
Sort of like, I guess, Canada for North and Central.
Yeah,
except
that is true. That's yeah, that's a good example. So now Nira and Shinboy on UN. Shinboy's got a run going at least about halfway. A little over halfway, probably. That's a 7-0 for Astro on North and Central.
Not happy with it though.
Doesn't look like it. So that
Gotta
is tied for
ask for more.
first, actually.
Oh,
So yeah, looking to get an untied first there. Getting into the
Ben James
DCSS
not
by
happy.
7-2.
Ben James was not happy with an 8-second for Oceania.
Doesn't look like it, yeah.
We got 2 players doing UN.
Yep. Shinboy's still on that UN run there.
That's 6-7.
6-7. So that brings him up into untied first.
Yep.
And that brings him into first place overall as well.
Yeah. Not necessarily unexpected.
Yeah, definitely not. With all of his full game PVs being in the top 5, or most of them. I'll have to see actually. Nira down to 9 points. Ben Jam's down to 4, or down to 3. Astro the last. So Astro is 5th on UN, 2nd on Africa, 1st in Caribbean, 3rd on South America, 1st in North and Central America, 12th in 50 states, 10th in Europe, 2nd in Asia, 3rd in Oceania, 2nd in Asia. Wait, no, that's been hard. And 10th in continents. And looks like a 3:38.
I think it's a 3:37. 6.
Yeah, 3:37.6.
Beating by. Oh no, sorry. That's.
Wow, that is definitely a shocker to Astro, who will not be leading in that category anymore.
Mm.
So
Only
yeah, we'll have to see if Astro attempts some more UN later.
Only 8 seconds off his PB for UN as well.
Yeah, definitely. So that brings actually Shinboy back into overall first. Looks like Nira's a minute through this UN run there. Attempting their second UN run. First one was a 4:17.9.
See if they can get sub 4.
Yeah, that would be a good target for Nira as Ben Jam's. What is Ben Jam's PB? Not sure if they've done it yet.
7-7 Oceania for Ben Jams.
That is definitely that's a half a second in front of Nira, which will definitely help them out. Maybe Nira will do some more Oceania later on. Astro still needs to do Oceania.
Nearly beat his PB in
That is true.
Oceania as well.
Ben Jams.
That's a 6.
Ben Jams has a 4:05. So, yeah, Ben Jams has a 4:05 UN.
Astro's back in the lead.
Yeah, 6-5. Which brings him back in the lead, yeah. So
I mean, obviously not much for him.
Back to Africa for Nira. Ben Jam still brute forcing Vanuatu there, which is interesting. Nira finishing up an Africa run. Looks like it's going to be sub 50. Ah, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Didn't see Rwanda there. 7-0 for Shinboy, which is a little above his PB. I'll take the scores here. Nira down to 6, but Benjam's up to 5 points.
Astro's on to Oceania's last category.
Alright.
Gotta get the 6-second time to beat Shinboy.
Yeah. Sub 6-4 is the target for Astro. So Astro is in first place in all of the categories. That's a 49-7 for Nira, except for UN and Oceania. A little above his, or little above Nira's PB there.
Astro's still not brute forcing any country for Oceania as well.
Yeah, very interesting. Still bringing out a 7-0, I think, though.
Yeah. He's second place in Oceania and UN. First place everywhere else.
Still 6 tenths to improve, though. Shinboy back onto Europe, where he is second to Astro by 2 seconds on the dot. Astro stretching his hand there, taking a little break. Looks like.
Mhm.
So we are now 40 minutes in, so nearly halfway. So that means Astro is back into first place. 25 points. Astro looking to go for the perfect here.
Yeah.
Shinboy second on 20. Nira down to 5 points with that Astro Oceania time.
Currently ahead of your 24 points in the first round.
That is true, yeah. We'll see how dominant he is going to be. That is a not happy with that, actually. So that would be a 9-second time for Shinboy, which he actually has a 6, high 6. I don't think he's brute forcing though, unfortunately, or compared to last time. So Shinboy and Astro both doing Oceania. Actually, all Benjam's frustrated there with Oceania.
Mm.
My mistake. Nira, Astro, and Benjam's all doing Oceania. Shinboy still in Europe. A 10-second time for Benjam's, not beating his PB. Unfortunate there for Shinboy. Didn't see Liechtenstein still there. Clicked on Lithuania, but might have been a PB there. Looks like he might be going back to UN though. Oh, Benjam's with a 7-5 Oceania. So that moves him.
Point.
Or actually, that's still in third, but only half a second out to Astro, which is pretty impressive.
0.1 away from a PB as well.
Very impressive from Ben Jams there. So Shinboy, working on UN again, maybe looking to extend his lead on Astra.
Nearly halfway.
Wonder if Astra has seen that he's been bopped in UN yet.
We're nearly 45 minutes in as well, so about to reach the halfway point.
An 8-3 for Nira Oceania. Basically on
Point
the
one off.
PB.
Yeah.
So the score is not changing yet. Astra with 25 looking for that awesome 17-second Oceania run out there from Astro.
Got to be a
17-1,
PB.
Pretty goated. Shinboy, 39 seconds into a UN run, looking to get another 100% one. Oh, interestingly enough, looks like Nira is playing in Finnish. Which is weird. Yeah, Finnish. For Oceania.
I wonder if that has anything to do with the way they set up their 100% runs for Oceania, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only reason I can think of that is labels, but maybe they just know the Finnish version better. Who knows?
maybe the names are just funnier.
That is true. Maybe they just like the click more than the click. 8-7 there, a little bit off their PB. Shinboy still doing UN runs, recently resetting. So Shinboy still with 20 points and leading on UN. Second place in literally everything else. 7-9 there for Nira on South America. 1/10 off their PB. Looks like Nira's going back in for South America, brute force in Chile again. Ben Jams still working on Oceania there. Looking to beat Astro out.
Might just be trying to PB there. Get a 7-second.
Yeah, looks like it. Astro now brute forcing on Oceania. Brute forcing New Zealand. One of the three main choices. Got a run going here. Unfortunately losing the 50-50. Or actually, that was a...
You can find French Guiana.
Yeah. Shinboy a minute into another UN run there. That's a 6-8 there. So that's a little bit better there for Astro. 6-8 Oceania. Still in second to Shinboy with the 6-4. Ben Jams and Astro still on Oceania attempts. And you're moving on to Africa. Shinboy now probably about halfway now in his UN run. Unfortunate there for Nira misclicking on Republic of the Congo. Clicked on Cameroon.
Mm.
Shinboy looking to get a PB here, extend his lead. Only has a 5/10 lead over Astro right now. Nira moving on to Asia.
For Nears, don't really know what times to improve to maintain third place because Ben James just hasn't finished many categories.
Yeah, that is true. Ben Jam's completing a run, but a little bit above his PB, looks like. Somewhere in the 8-second range. Shinboy finishing up his UN run now. It looks like it's going to be a PB. Only a few countries left.
Well, his PB on speedrun.com is at 3:29, so
And he just
that's an actual
ran
PB as
his
well.
PB. 3:26.0.
All right.
So that's going to be tough for Astro to beat. Astro has a 3:09. So he is definitely very much capable.
He's got the power.
He definitely does. Benjam's still doing some Oceania. Benjam has completed 1, 2, 3. He has completed 4 of the 9 categories so far. And we're a little over halfway through now. 50 minutes through.
The 6-4 Oceania for Astro.
So that does
Tying.
tie. That does tie Shinboy. Wonder
He
if
can get the
he'll,
27 points.
Yes, can he get the perfect?
Trying to do it before Leslie does it.
Of course. Leslie competing. Where is it? Info. Not info. Announcements. So yeah, Leslie going against. Doesn't look like Leslie's gonna get the 27 points though, because he does have Tio and Nader in his quarter in his bracket that he's competing against. So he will not get the USPB. So Astro looking to do what might be a unique achievement here in this tournament. He is on to UN now. Benjam's on to Asia. Shinboy on South America now. And it looks like Nira is playing in Finnish again. Or now on to Spanish. Alright. So that is their native language.
Ben James finally moved on.
Indeed.
Trying to beat a 43 in Asia.
Indeed.
If he does that, he will pass Nira for third. Though there's obviously a big gap between second and third.
Yes, definitely. So Astro 123 through his UN run, about halfway. Nira also about halfway, a little less than halfway through their UN run.
After restarting,
Oh dang!
I didn't see him fail,
Unfortunate.
but
I did not either. I was looking at Nira's screen though.
yeah.
So yeah, Nira looking to beat a 417.9.
Get some stretches in for Astro after another fail.
Yeah, looks like it. So now Shinboy and Benjams on Asia. Shinboy's PB of 42.2. Benjams running it for the first time. Near their 222 through the UN run. It'll be interesting to see if they PB here and by how much. Probably won't be able to get close to Astro or Shinboy, but we'll see if they get a sub 4 or not. Shinboy continuing through misclicks, just seeing what pace he's on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to pass Astro in Asia. His PB's at 37, like, overall, so it'd be hard to
Yeah.
see him getting a 34 here.
Yeah, it definitely will. So yeah, Shinboy here with a PB of 37.4 for Asia. I think I said it wrong earlier. Benjam's having not run it yet. Looks like Benjam's in the middle of the run. His camera cut out, but we can count it if he finishes. Shinboy back onto Africa here.
Mm.
And it looks like Nier will not be able to get the sub 4, but it'll be very close. Definitely will be a PB if he doesn't misclick. Man, it looks like Benjam's misclicked anyways, so. Looks like a 407. 407.3.
And seconds cut off the time. That's pretty good.
Yeah, very good improvement from Nira there.
I think Shinboy's just trying to get PBs now.
Yeah, it looks like it. Seeing you can't compete with Astro. Seeing a dominant performance by Astro here. Shinboy being in second and everything. Leaving only 9 points for Benjams and Nira
Yeah.
to fight for. Astro's still not getting a deep UN run here, but still having just about 32 minutes to do it. So nearly 2/3 of the way.
You're decided to play in Japanese for this one.
And he actually knows it.
What? He might just be looking at the flags as well. But
Maybe. He actually knows it. That is very impressive. Looks like he's switching back to English though. Astro getting a fairly deep UN run here, about just under a third of the way through right now. Shinboy misclicking there on Guinea-Bissau. Unfortunate, one of the hardest elements to hit there.
mm.
Nira now attempting Europe. Nira, so it's in Europe. It's Astro with a 30.5, Shinboy with a 32.5. Ben Gems has not run Europe yet, and Nira has a 36.4. Looks like they're not going to beat their PB anyways.
About half an hour left for Ben James to run every category.
Yeah, looks like it. He still has 1, 2, 3. He still has 4 categories to run, including Asia. Looks like he's getting a deep run here, though. Will he submit this time? Probably, seeing as he's running out of time. And he... Never mind.
Ooh, misclick Bangladesh.
Unfortunate there. Lost the 50-50. Would have been about a 48-second time. Here on to North and Central America. Looking to improve their PB, get closer to the top 3, who are Astro with a 6.7, Shinboy with a 7.0, and Ben James with a 7.4.
So it looks like he's getting frustrated with UN.
Yeah, looks like it. And that is a 46 Africa for Shinboy. Actually 4 seconds off his PB. Just surprising. Didn't look that far off. Ben Jam's camera coming out again, but there we go. He is back. Still has that 98 point or 90. Actually, he looks like he misclicked again. This time, misclicked Japan. Not sure what he clicked on, but. Shinboy, or sorry, that's Nira. Taking a look at the spreadsheet here. Seeing what they can improve on. Astra and Shinboy being so dominant. Astra getting another minute into his UN run here. Nira back on the Caribbean this time.
As I said before, the worst of the full game categories.
Yeah, it is pretty. I mean, excluding continents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, North and Central America is so, or sorry, Caribbean is, so luck dependent, because the best possible run you could get is just brute force one of the St. Lucia's or St. Vincent or something, and then get, 5 of the, really small countries in a row, and then get 5 of the really big countries in a row, and then all of a sudden you have a 5-second time.
That also involves getting lucky with hitboxes.
Yeah, definitely. Near on to 50 states now.
Astro's over 2 minutes into his UN run as well.
That is very. Probably about a minute left. Looking to. I wonder what he's prioritizing in his head now. Whether he's trying to get a sub 326 or whether he's just trying to get a 100% run.
It looks like he's still going pretty quickly, so.
Yeah. Still taking risks. Benjam's still in Asia. Looks like a possible PB here for.
Whoa!
That is devastating for Astra. Still has 26 full minutes though. And he just has to work on UN. Devastating though. Looks like he's gonna take a short break. So Shinboy then on to Caribbean, and Nira still on States. Nira looking to beat their 39.5 as their PB. Astro back on the UN, back on the grind. Shinboy got a 7-second time there, but not good enough. Looking to beat Astro's 6.5.
I mean, a 6-second time for Shinboy would be an overall PB for him.
Yes,
So
that is true. It'll be interesting to see when Codley plays how much time he invests into UN. He'll probably just get one run off, and it'll be like sub 310, and then he'll just run everything else. It'll be interesting. 1/10 off there for Nira on US States. Shinboy back on to North and Central America.
yeah, this is one of the few rounds where none of the players are known, like in particular, for one map.
Yeah, Astro very much a overall player. Slightly better at the brute force maps, but still really good at all the others. Ben Jams and Nira having not run any of the pin full game maps, but they have run 100% hover clicks and just regular hover clicks. So, and they have the world record in many of them. Nira getting around their PB still. 39.6 down to 40.1. Astro got another minute through his UN run. Ben Jam's another deep Asia run.
See if he can finally finish one out.
Yeah. Got most of the small countries out of the way. Looks like unless he loses a 50-50 here, it's going to be...
Near this deep, though, taking that kind of risk is...
That's a 46 point.
46 even.
So that is not enough for any points.
He is on the board.
But he is on the board for Asia. He still has Europe, Caribbean, and 193 UN to run. Oh, still doing Asia, actually. Really focus on getting points here. He's probably deduced that Asia is his best chance of getting another point here off Nira.
I mean, Nira has a pretty good Europe time and pretty solid UN time.
Yeah. Now Nira and Benjam's both running Asia here. Astro got another run that's halfway through.
Shinboy now working on Oceania, seeing if he can take Astro out of a tie first place.
Yeah, that would be definitely a big loss for Astro, seeing as he's struggling to get this UNPB, and then he'll have to work on Oceania again. Astro nearly done with his UN run. About a minute left, actually.
You're going back to Spanish to play Europe.
Indeed.
Is that?
Benjam's still working on Asia. Nira also on Asia. And looks like Astro is going to finish out this UN run with 3:15. Big relief
3:15.1. If he wasn't playing so risky, he probably would have finished the run earlier. But
great time there for Astro. A lot
Yeah.
of PB, but he'll definitely be happy with that. And that is the full 27.
I mean, that time would have been 7th place on the leaderboards.
Yes,
That's
I think so, yeah. Pretty crazy.
it's for one of the hardest maps as well.
Yeah, definitely. Probably the hardest map to get world record on. Maybe except South America. South America, at least you have a couple people with 4s. South America, 2 people with 4s, and I know Adam is very close to a 4. But there's really only 3 people who could, or 2 people who could possibly best Codley. And that's Nixon
Yeah.
and Leslie. So, Astro getting the perfect 27.
Going back to Oceania to try to make it untied.
45-7 there for Ben Jams.
On Asia, okay.
Looks like Nira's working on. Oh,
Some Pin hard, no borders.
All right.
Classy. I mean,
that would have been pretty crack, setting a PB on Pin Hard No Borders.
he'd be the 6th person to finish, or if he did submit it, 6th person to submit a run there, so.
Yeah. It is one of the hardest runs, though. It's not, not only is it just memorization, but you have to memorize the exact places. And not cheat.
I grinded that map, and like Togo and countries like that are so
Yeah.
stupid hard.
And yeah, Togo, Lesotho is a really hard one.
Bhutan.
Bhutan's terrible. Pretty much all of the non-landlocked ones, or the landlocked ones are hard, even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leslie got a 3:33 there, which
that's
is
just incredible. That's unreal, bro. I think I could probably finish a run now, but it's unreal how you could not only finish a run, but not only go fast, but 3:30 pace,
yeah.
insane. So it looks like Astro working on Oceania again. Not gonna get that one tied.
Nero now playing in Lithuanian.
Or Latvian, one of the two.
Yeah.
LT, yeah, probably one of those.
Yeah.
Actually, Latvian is probably LV, so yeah, LT, Lithuanian. Pretty incredible how they know all these. I mean, they could be just using the flags for a ton of them, but
Yeah.
going fairly fast still.
I know there's a bunch of maps that are only available in Swedish, so
Yeah, there are so many.
trying to learn the Swedish names for countries as well is fun.
Yeah. I know. I think I used to know all the German names. I probably don't know all of them anymore.
Mhm.
But those are the only. I mean, English and German were really the only ones I memorized. Kind of incredible how one could memorize even like more than that.
Yeah. I mean, Nara seems to be here more for the memorization than for
So we have
the 100% categories.
5-8 maybe. On Oceania, definitely a PB there, so that would be untied. I'm not sure.
I think Astro got a 6-4. That's what I saw.
Oh, was it? It was.
That's why he was upset.
Ah, dang. Couldn't really see there. Now moving on to type in Spanish.
Yeah.
6.9 there for Shinboy, not 100%. In Caribbean. Looking to beat Astro's 6-5. As we now have 14 minutes remaining. Benjam's still working on Asia. Trying to beat out Nira, who has a 43-3.
I'm going to be the only one who doesn't fill out the scorecard.
Yeah. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take a bath.
All right. Astro's getting increasingly frustrated with his Oceania times. I'm going to go for the flawless. Oh. And Benjam's hitting his monitor. It's frustration hours. And while Nira's sort of going at their own pace, just playing the type categories.
Alrighty. We are back. Astro still going for a Oceania PB.
Yeah, you missed him getting more frustrated as well as Benjam's hitting their monitor. So
Oh, interesting. Interestingly, it looks like Benjam's like moves their finger on the keyboard every time they click.
yeah.
Just interesting. Not sure whether that's intentional or a strat, but I just have it.
I mean, I guess you don't typically think about what you're doing with your other hand while you're playing. So
That is true, yeah. Or maybe they're using like. Yeah, it looks like they're using their mouse button. So. Astro and Shinboy now both going for Oceania PBs. So they are tied.
Mm.
Astro looking to keep his 27 and establish himself as probably the most dominant runner so far. Leslie will be great competition, but
Okay, Nira now playing Place the Flags.
yeah, that is
Honestly,
I always-
I should play
that's
that
like-
category of fun.
that is like the most forgotten game mode, dude. Like,
But it's a lot of fun.
it is. I think it is fun. I've done it a couple times, but. It's
I don't
interesting to
see
see Astro's the only one not using dark mode. Really accentuates that he's one of the OGs, whereas Benjams and Nira and even Shinboy are newer.
Yeah.
And they came after dark mode was introduced.
I mean, I've been here longer than Astro, so.
Yeah. How long have you been running the game?
I think my first one was December 2020,
Oh wow.
something like that.
I think there's like a graph somewhere. Let me see if I can find this. It's probably in Google Drive somewhere. Yeah, it looks like your peak was approximately. Let me see here. At least 1606, and that was on
Is that Seterra or overall? I can't remember.
just Seterra.
Okay.
Your peak was 1606 at the 6th of October 2021.
I think the last run I submitted was October 2021.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I
and
think
ever
the
since then,
23rd. Yeah.
yeah, ever since then you've been decreasing. I think. Yeah, you got a little bump, like you did a little bit more running. It looks like. What does it say? 1606, and then that was around. You did a little bit of running, like around between November 13th and November 16th,
Oh, okay.
or maybe that was just submissions, but and then I don't think you've done. Actually, no, you've done a little bit, because you went down to 1216 on January 7th, 2022. And then by February 2nd, you're back at 1271, and then I don't think you've been running since then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because the like speed run thing says my most recent run was October 4th.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That might just be full game runs and not level runs though. So that might be why.
Maybe.
But it's funny you mentioned the light mode, dark mode thing because in the first round you were the only one using dark mode.
Oh, really? Wait,
The winner of both
it
rounds.
was- Yes, Sammy, Sinsky, and you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm also just not a dark mode user for anything.
that's
So it's funny where we're at in the game where it's Shin and Astro grinding Oceania because it's the only place either of them can really make up
Yeah.
points.
Uh-huh.
And then Nira is doing their own thing while Ben is getting increasingly frustrated at Asia.
Yeah.
Just definitely not as down to the wire as the previous game in terms of who's going to qualify.
Yeah, definitely not. That was very close. I wasn't paying attention to all of it because I was running myself. But
Yeah. And now to type easy. For Nira.
Oh, I actually know that bump between 107-2022 and February 2nd, 2022, that was because you increased in world records because that was when Shinboy deleted all his runs.
Oh, okay.
Or he deleted like 500 of his world records. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, the last bit I remember playing was I was playing a lot of touch web, trying to, I think, beat a bunch of Shinboy's times.
Yeah. Shinboy is like, he was like the cracked. He was the first cracked touch runner. And
Yeah.
then Viper came along and Dax came along.
We've only got 3 minutes left.
Yeah, and
Or
Saf came
like 3.5
along.
minutes left.
Yeah, 3.5
So-
minutes. I know what you're talking about, Shinboy.
Were you listening to the stream while you were playing last time?
A little bit. I was on my breakfast break because I was eating breakfast in the middle of the thing. So,
I sort of regret doing that because I went out to get breakfast, brought it back to my place, and then didn't eat it till after we played.
oh, interesting. But yeah, I was listening to it a bit. I enjoyed the commentary.
Yeah.
Ben Jam's on the Caribbean. Has Ben Jam's done a Caribbean run yet?
No, they just need to beat a 9-1 to take third place, though. Which I think
Yeah.
should be in the
Should
realm of
be-
possibility for them.
Definitely. Let me see if they have a PB.
Benjamin's PB for Caribbean is 8 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah, definitely possible. Nira doing some, what is that, Catalonia provinces or counties or something?
something like that.
Something Catalonia.
Yeah.
Scores have not changed in a while. Ever since
Yeah.
Astro got that cracked UN run.
And Shinboy is running a UN run where he does not have enough time to finish it.
That is true. I think he will be allowed to finish it.
Okay.
If the time runs out and he's still running, he can
All
finish
right.
the run he is on.
Or just close out of everything. Call it a day.
That works too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that will be it. Astro will get the full 27.
Yeah. Looks like he's not going to get the untied 27, though.
No, it doesn't look like it. We have
The true
He has
flawless.
40 seconds to get it, but
Yeah.
and look. Oh wait, actually, it looks like Ben Jam's got a Caribbean. Oh,
A
9-1.
9-1.
Oh, that is. So he
That
will-
ties them, right?
That ties That does tie.
They both get third place.
Interesting. Alright, so that will be time in 10 seconds. Oh! Near with the Fortnite map. God tier. Happy Hamlet. The block. Will he find the block? He did. No way. And that is time. So that will be
Right.
I'll at Nira.
GG's.
Actually, yeah, it looks like Astro's still deafened, but he is still doesn't look like he's running. But yeah, that is it. GG's. GG Benjams. Got some GG's in the chat.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was great. That was great performance by Astro. Again, the full 27. 30.5 Europe. Let me see. Let me compare all these to his PBs. Astro the last.
I can just tell you if you want me to. I mean,
Oh,
I'm pretty
really?
much like.
Alright.
I mean, I'm like. I mean, technically 2 seconds off in Europe because
Mm-hmm.
I have a 29, I guess.
Yeah.
US, I was actually like 1 second off, which is really good.
Yeah, that's pretty cracked.
Yeah, and then Africa I was 2, Asia I was 3, and then the rest yeah.
Actually, that's a. I don't know if you haven't submitted it, but that is a US PB for you.
I'm pretty sure I have a 33 submitted, don't I?
Yeah, but oh wait, no, I'm looking at Europe. I'm dumb. But yeah, that was basically on your PB.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
But yeah. 2 seconds off.
I think it
from
went pretty well though. Yeah.
Yeah, that went pretty well for pretty much everyone, honestly. I mean, Astro and Shinboy taking out the first and seconds. Somehow, leaving 9
I feel like it was pretty boring because I blazed through all of them so fast and then
that is-
didn't get PBs on like half of them at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. But yeah, GG's. How
Yeah.
does everyone feel after that? That was pretty epic, pretty great performance by Astro.
I feel
Shiny
tired after
again.
UN.
I'm happy. I got 2 new PBs in this. I'm very satisfied.
What did
Oh,
your PB
yeah.
in?
I got a 3-second PB on UN and then I got 1 second on US. So it's
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
pretty
pretty
nice.
epic.
Yeah.
And we have 2 ties actually, so that does increase the points by. Actually, the Oceania tie doesn't increase the points. But
Oh yeah, it does.
Did no one see what I did in Asia?
What'd
yeah.
you do?
I hit Russia, and then I accidentally clicked while going down, and I basically brute forced Uzbekistan.
Interesting.
That's pretty nice.
It is sick.
Is that a PB in Asia for you though, or?
Nah,
No.
I have a 44.
Rip. There's a really good performance by Nera, I gotta say.
Yeah, I gotta
Like-
agree.
For them not playing pretty much any, like main category pin, just only 100%. That was like pretty nice.
Playing alternative categories for the last half hour.
It's a good plan.
Yeah, I saw you playing Fortnite at the end there. Fortnite.
I'm
pop-off.
excited to see how scuffed my camera was when I watched the stream.
Yeah, it was very.
It was pretty
pretty
scuffed.
scuffed.
It was pretty scuffed.
And plus, it cut out like once every 5 minutes. So.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that was,
nice.
That was pretty interesting. Yeah, you spent like so much time on Asia too.
Yeah.
Gems.
I didn't want to have a bunch of mediocre runs. I wanted to make sure my runs were really good before moving on.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you didn't get to 3 maps. I think yeah, one UN, Africa, and Europe actually. But yeah. Plus you got that clutch tie with Nira in at the end.
Caribbean.
Yeah, so you guys
Yeah.
did tie for 3rd. Somehow with only 9 points available, you guys got 10. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thankfully, it wasn't for second, or else we'd have to do the the instant sudden death.
Tiebreaker
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, because you would be equal. It'd be scary.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was pretty epic. Great
That was
performance
pretty-
from Astro and Shinboy and everyone all around.
Yeah.
Getting some PBs too. But yeah. Yeah, plus the I want to comment, the US States was really close between Shinboy and Benjam's.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
definitely
wow.
Banjam's best quiz for sure.
Yeah, gotta be. But yeah, because I think Shinboy, you got like a 37 or something, and then Benjam's was doing US attempts, and you went back and hit a 35-3, and that cleared you for second place.
I got a 39 to start. That was my first run. I
Oh,
got
wow,
a 39.
Yeah.
And then I saw Nara got a 40. I'm like, oh shit. And then I had to go back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But yeah, cracked UN runs from everyone all around. The 315,
pretty good.
326, and the 407.
Yeah, so you got very visibly frustrated after clicking Germany on Venezuela.
Oh yeah, that was
It's just in my head. They look so similar. I just couldn't.
yeah, that was interesting. You know, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, Venezuela, Germany. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, pulling out
It's
that
okay.
315 at the end.
Yeah, that was really lucky. I'm really happy that I didn't just crumble after, missing like 3 runs, getting 1 minute in.
Yeah. Certainly exciting though. Yeah. Great round. Another one. Not as close, but definitely still exciting with a ton of different PBs all around.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna head out.
all right.
since I have
Go ahead.
7. So yeah, all right. Great round from everyone all around. Thank you all the viewers for joining and watching round 2. Round 3, I believe. Let me check. Round 3 will
Tomorrow
be-
at like 8 EST for Americans and like
yes.
early for Europeans.
Yes. So
So-
yeah. Tomorrow. Let me see.
We have Codley, StatHX, Tamug, and Saffron, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
I'm excited to see Timog run.
I
Yeah,
am
that would-
too,
that'll
because
be
I
really
think
interesting.
I've only seen him run South America and I don't even run South America Web. I don't think. I think he's run South America Touch Web, and that's it.
Yeah.
Then
Or
all
mobile,
the,
actually.
all
not
the
even
glitch
touch
app
pad.
categories.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty good.
StatHX will be our only Touch Web runner in this
That
entire
will be
bracket.
interesting.
So we'll see how that goes
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that'll be interesting to see. Wonder if he'll. Does he have the Patreon? 'Cause
I don't know.
I don't know
I
if the
I
decimals.
know he has a laptop that he could like flip open
that's
to
true.
check decimals.
That's true.
So I think
It'll
he's
work.
fine on that front.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how he can compete with the web.
Yeah.
Who'd you say?
And then-
it was
On Wednesday we have the last bracket,
yeah,
I think.
Codley, Staff, Tamug, and Saffron. Saffron will be interesting to see. I know he's a tight player, but
I don't think they have any PBs on
I don't
pin right now.
I think he
So
does. No.
They had an 8 South America they posted in the
Oh.
Discord.
oh yeah, that is true. They
Let's
did.
go. But yeah, Codley we'll have to see how Codley does.
Yep.
How much
He's pretty good. I think
Yeah.
he's got some solid times all around.
he does. I mean, obviously he's gonna. We'll have to see what time he gets on UN and if he spends any significant time on it.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
interesting.
think he said he was not going to even play US at all, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
That's a
But-
good choice. Big win. US bad quiz.
That's like what I did, except with the UN.
Yeah. That's a good plan.
Yeah. All right. So,
All right, well,
Great run. Great round.
yeah.
Great runs. I'm gonna head out. Round 3 will be Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what time zone you're in. But yeah, Astro and Shinboy qualifying for the semifinals. So I think, yeah, it'll be me and Sammy versus Astro and Shinboy.
Oh gosh,
That'll be tight.
be scary.
Yeah.
I hope Mountain Man commentates more rounds.
Yeah.
I think-
Well, the thing is that we're gonna either I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
If you want me back, I'd be back.
Ooh.
We could definitely use you back if you're willing.
All right.
I need a commentator for Wednesday, the last bracket. I have class right when it happens, so I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know if you're available at that time. We'll figure it out later. You
Yeah.
can just we'll let Sagaris go right now.
Yeah. All right. See ya, everyone.
All right.